Welcome back. It's your girl Danielle, and thank you for watching my channel, Femininity to You. Here tonight because, of course, I got something on my mind. I was looking on Amazon.com today, and I was just kind of going over some books that I wanted to order. And whenever I get on new book sites, I go back to the old books that I've already read, and I kind of read the reviews about the books that I previously read that I love. And if the reviews are on point, then I know that I can trust the reviews for future books if I order from that site. So I was just reading about some of the artists: Nikki Turner, Ashton Jaquelis, who else? Kiki Swanson, people like that that I haven't read, whose books I haven't read before. Because my urban fiction queen, 'cause I love to read urban fiction. My urban fiction queen is Wahida Clark. I love Wahida Clark books. I've only read hold on, let me turn this down. Only read the Thug series, and I'm lying. I've read 6 books by her total. I read the 4 in the Thug series, and I read Payback is a Mother and Payback with Your Life, which are also good books. But we will not be talking about those books in this video. In this video, we will be talking about the Thug series. Now, let me just explain to you everything. The first book is Thugs and the Women Who Love Them. I don't have that book right now because I've loaned it out to my best friend. I'm getting her, going on the series because she's pregnant. She has nothing else to do except wait for that baby to pop out. So she's reading that book right now. First book, Thugs and the Women Who Love Them. Second book, my love, one of my all-time favorite urban fiction books of all time. Every thug needs a lady. Y'all see that? Every thug needs a lady. Every thug needs a lady. Yeah, this one. Tasha and Trey. And the picture kind of actually looks exactly how she describes it in the book. Look at him. Look at him. Look. Yeah. Trey Macklin. Before I get on that book, let me just introduce the rest of them. The third book is Thug Matrimony, right? Thug Matrimony. And I don't have all the books because, like I said, I've loaned them out to my pregnant friend who's on bed rest. The fourth book, which is what provoked this entire video. Thug Matrimony. Y'all, that book is so ridiculously good. It doesn't make any sense. All 4 of the books are good. My favorite 2, though, out of the series would be the second and the fourth book. Why? Because we all, and no matter how many blogs I go on, everybody wants to discuss Tasha and Trey. It's like these people. I mean, she makes them so real. It's like they're characters, and it's crazy because when I have discussions with people who have actually read the book and who are reading the series, we have conversations and we're talking about these people like they really truly exist. It's crazy, but that's how developed the characters are. That's how engaging the story is. So if you have not read those books, I do suggest that you go out, you check them out, you buy them, whatever you have to do. They're at Walmart for $5. Find them if you want the paperback anyway. Find them, read them because they're really good books. Google about Wahida Clark, find out about her history. Y'all, she started writing these books when she was in jail. Come on. I mean, support her sister, for real, because the girl is bad. She's good. Now that I've said that, I'm going to give everybody a chance who has not read these books and who are going to go and read these books to It got quiet all of a sudden. A little bit. To go out and get these books, and if you have not already done that, and you have not read them, now is the time that you need to stop the video. And I'm just saying, I'll give you a second because I'm going to spoil it. What happened to the music? Okay, so I've given everybody a chance to click off of this video if you have not read the Wahida Clark Thug series. Giving you ladies an opportunity because I really love this author, and I really feel like you ladies who read books. I don't really see. I don't think I've ever seen a book review on YouTube. Oh well, it's my channel. I do what I want. Anyway, giving you ladies a chance to click off this video because I'm about to get into it. First book, here we go. Thugs and Women Who Love Them. The book starts off with Angel doing some stuff that she don't have no business doing, with her getting her ass beat. I mean, it just when I first read it, I was like, huh? Like I ain't never read a book like this before. Like, wait a minute, this is how it starts. But it keeps that intensity throughout the entire book. Later, go to find out that Angel was dating this pimp named Snake who beats her ass. He have these hoes that he's pimping. Like, he's a true to life pimp. He got one eye. That's why they call him Snake. Then you meet Kyra and Jazz. And those stories are intriguing as well, with Kyra and Marvin and the drug problem that they have, and then Jazz meeting Fahim, and Fahim being the man that he is and doing what he do, and Jazz being a hustler and not needing the man to take care of her, gets herself caught up in some trouble, while she's in school doing what she needs to do to take care of her schooling. So, first book in, everything is okay. Then the second book. This one right here. Second book comes along. I am speechless right now. Second book comes along, and first of all, in the first book, you really don't hear a lot about Roz, who is AKA Tasha, which she comes to be called in the second book, which is Every Thug Needs a Lady. So in the second book, you find out some things about Tasha or Roz, and some of the things that she's been through in her life and how hard she's had it. That's like the first couple pages of the book. So after that, this book tells one of the greatest the greatest urban fiction love story I have ever read. Now, to me, it's like when you read The Coldest Winter Ever, how midnight and winter should have been. That's how Trey and Tasha are. Now, if you've read The Coldest Winter Ever by Super Soldier, you should have that feeling about winter and midnight, how they never really ended up together because of the circumstances. Well, this book, it's like they come together. Not to say that the characters are the same, because they are not the same. I'm just saying the way that she engages you in the character and she engages you in their relationship, it makes you feel like you want them to be together and you're rooting for them to be together. And for all of the things that they go through, for all of the things that happen to them in this second book, their love prevails and it wins over the drugs, over the other women, over the murders, and over death, and over all of this crazy stuff, over jail, over everything. It is just so crazy, this book, but it is my favorite. It is my favorite book. My favorite urban fiction book of all time. Um, but also in the story, you read about Angel and Kaylin, who in which Angel is Roz's or Tasha's best friend, and Kaylin is Trey's best friend. So it's kind of crazy how the two sets of best friends end up talking to each other. And Angel and Kaylin have a very good love story as well. It's very relatable. I know for me, it was very relatable to how Angel felt about some of the past relationships that she had been in. I mean, these girls have been through some things, okay? But to read their stories and to just be engaged in them as characters, and you grow to care about them in the second book because you also hear about Kyra and Jazz. They're more so as supporting roles in the second book, so they kind of step out of the picture, and more so it furthers Angel's growth from the first book, and it also introduces you more into Roz, aka Tasha's character, in which I think Tasha is her middle name. Taj is Tasha is Roz's middle name. Okay, get that straight. So then we have the third book comes along. Thug Matrimony. And the book, first of all, the second book literally ends at the wedding, and the third book picks up at the wedding. It's just like that. That's how they flow. Where one book ends, the next book begins, which is good when you can read them all together. In which the third book was good. It was good. It's not one of my favorites because Angel and Kaylin, they hustlers together and they fight for each other. And this book is just about them and the ups and downs of their relationship and how it took for them to get married and all that other stuff, which was cool. It was a good book. It wasn't bad, but I am just in love with Tasha and Trey. So Tasha and Trey, that's what I know when I think the Doug series. I think Tasha and Trey. Although I do love Angel and Karen as well. Then, after the third book with Angel and Kaylin, Thug Loving. I was about to say Thug Matrimony. Thug Loving. Wahida, gotta cheers to you on that, girl, because you wrote the hell out of this book. Now let's just talk about book number 4. They moved to California after all the things, and when I say they, I'm talking about Tasha and Trey. After all of the stuff they done been through, Trey is finally out the game. It took him like 3 books to get out the game. He's finally out the game. He's not selling drugs no more. Him and Caitlin both. He's not dealing with the mob no more. He not, I mean, cause his brother was into stuff. He's not into that no more. They moved him and Tasha have moved to California to try to, leave behind everything that happened in New York with them. And Tasha's having all these babies because if you know the story, you blow on her, the bitch get pregnant. I'm sorry. I won't cuss. You blow on her and she get pregnant. So they're starting their family and everything. They move out there, and then all of this stuff starts happening, y'all. Marvin and Kyra are already out there. They moved out there in the third book. I think it's the third book. It may have been the second. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. But I am so angry with Tasha and Trey both. I'm angry at them both because, first of all, Trey, if you ask me, Trey is the reason for everything that happened in this book. He started everything. The way they grew apart in this book, I mean, you could just tell their relationship was just not really going how it normally does because they love each other. We know how they function. All they do is have sex, have babies, go on vacation, spend money. I mean, that's the dynamics of their relationship. But when Trey and Charlie, yes, Charlie, when Trey and Charlie got together, or when she was pushing up on him, I was so mad at Trey for not saying, hey, I got a wife, and not standing his ground on that. And then for him to push Tasha away the way that he did, I'm mad at Trey about that. I feel like he really could have handled the situation better. I feel like he could have handled Charlie better. He could have handled a lot of things better than what he actually did. The other girl, the crazy one, yeah, the crazy one. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He could have handled her a lot better than what he did. I just feel like he really just fell through for me in the fourth book. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know if it was because of Shaheem being murdered and being killed, his cousin being gone, who was like his brother because Trey was an only child. I mean, like I don't know what happened with Trey to make him start to push Tasha away. And to think that these things that these other people were doing and situations that he was putting himself in because he was putting himself in these situations. Trey Backlund does not get into a situation that he does not want to be in. I'm not saying no, I take that back. He's not gonna be in a situation that he doesn't want to be in. So for me, it's like in the fourth book, he just became a little weak, I guess. I don't know. But he wasn't weak when it came to Tasha. Now, let's get on Tasha because she did have some fault to play. Tasha Macken. For the life of me, why you would decide to sleep with Chiron, which was Kaylin's brother, the brother of your husband's best friend? Really? Like, Tasha, for real. And I'm talking like she's really here. But for real, it just really tripped me out how she could do something like that. And then Nicole found out she is pregnant. The last 2 pages of this book. Well, we don't know that she's pregnant or not. I take that back because at the end, the book ends with her taking the pregnancy test out the trash can. With Chiron there in the house. And Kaylin and Trey walking through the front door. And Tasha holding the pregnancy test. Y'all, what if this baby is Chiron's baby? Because there is a possibility. We cannot take away from the fact that there is a possibility that this baby could be Chiron. All I know, and all I can think of, is that when Justified My Thug comes out in 2011, between March and April sometimes. I hear March and then I hear April. I don't know when it's going to come out. Wahida, hit your girl up. Let me know when this book is coming out. When Justify My Thug is hot off the press in the bookstore, the first sentence I think I am going to be reading is Trey whipping Tasha's ass. I don't know what else is going to happen in the story, but I know that. How could he not? Now, when he found out that when he found out that she had slept with Chiron, and which is crazy the way that he found out because he know his wife's stuff, you know what I'm saying? And he know when his wife is pregnant. So, I ain't gonna tell you the details of what happened or whatever, but he knew that she was pregnant, or he could feel that she was pregnant. We'll just say that. He whooped her ass then. Okay? So with Chiron coming all the way from New York to California and in the house with Tasha, in which at this point I believe Tasha was at her sister's house. And Tasha's sister, what the hell? Tasha's sister gonna go and open the door and let Trey and Kaylin in like, oh yeah, come in, ain't nothing going on. Excuse me. I'm like, what is up with that? Hating sister, or her, really, she not hating, her sister just, bless her heart. But, they all standing there. Can you picture that? What do you think is going to happen in part five? I mean, I'm really just curious as to what your theories are, what you ladies think is going to happen in part five. Because personally, I feel like I don't know. Because I know part five is supposed to go back to Jazz and Fahim and their story. Because remember, the first book was mainly about Kyra and Marvin and Jazz and Fahim, with sprinkles of Angel and Snake in between. But Miss Tasha, if you ask me, the first couple pages of that book, Trey is going to be whipping her ass up and down that apartment, and Kyron is gonna try to get into it, and then Kayla gonna have to get into it because that's his brother, and then Trey gonna start. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited! I cannot wait to read this book. If y'all could tell, I'm just so excited to read this book. I'm trying to calm down. Ladies, I don't know what else is gonna happen. I tell you what, I hope. I know that he's going to beat her. I know he's going to fight her. I know that she's going to get her ass kicked, in which she just got to take that one. I mean, regardless of the fact of, and she don't even know for a fact if she don't know that he actually had sex with Charlie. And under the circumstances that he had sex with Charlie, I know a lot of y'all are not going to agree with me on this. It was different from the reason and the way that she had sex with Kyron. I mean, she had sex with Kyron outside on top of a car, on the hood of a car. She had sex with him, and I'm just saying, like, how, how could she let that happen, y'all? With no condom on, in New York, it's cold outside. She on a mink coat and all this other stuff, and you out there doing it, like, for real. Now, I'm not saying that what she did was right. I'm just saying that Trey's gonna whoop her ass. And I'm also gonna say that I hope that she's not pregnant. Or if she is pregnant, that it's Trey's. Which if she is, it's not gonna be Trey's. If she is, it's not gonna be Trey's, y'all. It's not gonna be his baby. I just don't know how I feel about that. I know one thing. I know by the end of part five, they better have worked that shit out and be together by the end of that book, because they are going to have. It's just gonna be a lot of mess to go on in part five. Are y'all ready? Anyway, I just had to come because I was really excited about that. And I was on Amazon and on the blogs earlier, just reading about part five and what the theories are that ladies thought were gonna have what's going to happen in part five. So, if you read Wahida Clark videos, hey, post a video response. Um, comment, ladies. Follow me on Twitter. Hit your girl up. Femininity to you. What you think is going to happen in part five? Justify My Thug. Wahida Clark Thug series. I mean, what else can I say here, ladies? I really need y'all to read these books because they are really good. All I know is Tasha gonna get her ass whooped. And poor Kyra, poor Aisha. I hope that Kyra's not dead. But if she is, I don't really feel bad for her. I'm going into something else. I don't feel bad for her because, hello, if my husband is out there and he on crack, his ass is on crack. I'm not supposed to be following him with my child to the crack house. Knowing what he's involved in, knowing that at any moment something could happen to me and my child. So the fact that she is shot in the head, I mean, I expected that to happen. I don't know why she didn't. But still, I hope for Angel, for Jazz, and for Tasha that she's not dead because they're all like sisters. So I hope that she's not dead. And also for Aisha, who had the last sentence in part four, which was her mama was bleeding and she didn't know where she was. She in the back of that car with her underneath her mama dead body. I just don't know if I can handle waiting another 4 or 5 months for this book. Part 5. Justify my thug. Wahida, come on with it. Anyway, I'll let you ladies go. Looks like my videos get longer and longer, or I'm just talking more and more. So, hopefully you have enjoyed this video, and if you have not read the book, hopefully I have not spoiled too much. Hopefully that you will go out and you will get yourself geared up and ready to go for part 5 of this book, of this series. Justify My Thug. Google it. Wahida Clark. Putting it out there. I don't know. Maybe I'll do some more book reviews in the future. Maybe I'll do some more series reviews for you ladies that read books. You know, the hair thing, I don't know. Because I'm not wearing any hair. Like I said many times. So, to you ladies, cheers. Good night. I'll be seeing y'all later.